One of the things I love about homeschooling is that when the sun comes out and it's nice and you've been cooped up through February, you just can call it. So today, we're calling it Woodshop Day. This means that instead of sitting around the kitchen table and getting to work on our book studies, we're going outside, getting our coats on, and getting ready to get a little dirty out in the gardens because we've been itching to do this all winter long. And finally, when there's a break in the weather, you gotta just go for it. Our property only has a few mature trees on it, and I had this project in mind for these beautiful English trellises. So we decided to load up and go scour my parents' property to see what we can find. They have a creek that runs through their backyard, and we figured if we could gather any sticks without anybody noticing, it would probably be from there. Lucky for us, they just live a few minutes down the road, and the kids were happy to go and see Nan and Papa. And the goat, of course. So there was no magic stick that I was looking for. I wanted something that had some character, things that were a little rough and ragged, kind of like the rest of our property. So we just went into the woods to see what treasures we could find. This is my favorite type of project, where there's not straight corners to be had. There's no chalk lines or rules, but you just get to go into the project with your eyes open, with this idea of what you're wanting to create, and just go for it. Even though we live in a high desert climate here in the middle of Washington state, I feel particularly at home when I see photographs of English cottage gardens. So the idea with these trellises is not only to support perennials or little flowering vines like sweet peas, but to help create an ambiance in the garden, something that's reflective of those photographs of gardens that just make me feel like home. And this is a perfect way to do that and to bring that English essence to the garden here in Washington. The bonus is, of course, that the kids get to participate. They each got to make their own trellis, carve their initials in, practice their woodshop skills, and just have a nice day outside, a break from the regular. So we're at the middle of February now, and unlike last year that was completely covered in snow, we've had gorgeous sunny days. And all this is causing me to do is just itch to get out into the garden. This was a perfect little project for us to get started with because it's still too cold to mess with the plants all that much. It allows us to still attend to the garden, to build the structure, to build the aroma of the garden in a way. It's fun to see that transform already this early in the year. So soon these trellises will be climbing with sweet peas and supporting rhubarb and peonies. But for the meanwhile, they add a gorgeous structural element and a little flavor of England.